the night of December 16th, 1773, about 150 colonists dressed as Mohawk Indians boarded 3 British ships anchored in Boston Harbor. The ships were loaded with hundreds of crates of tea. The colonists began to destroy the cargo to protest the tax on tea.
Rally Mohawks, bring your axes! Tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea! Rally Mohawks, bring your axes! Tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea! Who's on there? We are the Sons of Liberty. Move aside! We will not pay the king on his foreign tea! Rally Mohawks, bring your axes! Tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea! Tell the king that the whole of Boston and the Sons of Liberty rather go without tea than pay a stupid tax! Rally Mohawks, bring your axes! Tell King George will pay no taxes!
By the end of the night, they had opened 342 containers of tea and thrown them into the harbor. Then the men swept the decks. They made each of the ship's first mates agree to say that the Sons of Liberty had destroyed only the tea. They had left the ships clean and no one was hurt in the raid. Following the Boston Tea Party, there were some other events that happened in the next few years. Paul Revere's Ride, the Battle of Lexington and Concord, which was the first battle of the war, the Battle of Bunker Hill, and the capture of Fort Ticonderoga.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die of heat.
It's now been nearly 3 years since the Boston Tea Party, and the colonists' anger toward the monarchy in England has reached a climax. War has broken out between the colonies and Great Britain. It is July 4th, 1776, and the Second Continental Congress is in session to determine what must be done. Call to order. Congress will take into consideration the Declaration of Independence from Great Britain. Mr. Jefferson, will you share with us the remainder of what you have written?
Most certainly, sir. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Thank you, Mr. Jefferson. Well, gentlemen, what is your verdict?
I motion to adopt the Declaration of Independence. For we shall all hang together, we shall surely hang separate. I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye!
As I, as the President of the Continental Congress, I shall sign first. Hopefully the King will be able to see my handwriting without having to use his spectacles. Mr. Jefferson? Mr. Franklin? Mr. Adams? The declaration was signed by all 56 members of the Continental Congress. It was sent to King George immediately. Copies were hung in store windows and nailed to trees throughout all the colonies. General Washington ordered it to be read to all Continental troops. The colonies had made their commitment to become an independent nation no matter the cost.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Excellent.
Following the Declaration of Independence, the war continued. Some important events in the following years were Washington's crossing of the Delaware, the winter at Valley Forge, and the Battle of Saratoga. After 6 years of battles across the 13 colonies, the British finally found themselves backed into a corner by the Americans on land and the French by sea. On October 19, 1781, in Yorktown, Virginia, British General Cornwallis was put in the humble position of surrender to General George Washington.
Mr. Howe, we must face the facts. We have been defeated. Washington and his troops wait for our surrender. We have no other option.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to say, I'm not feeling well enough to attend the surrender ceremony. You will have to take my sword and surrender in my place. Have the band play The World Turned Upside Down as you march.
Yes, sir. No, thank you, sir. If Cornwallis will not attend to come, you will have to give the sword to my second in command.
Thank you, sir.
General Washington, we have won our independence. This is a great day for America.
The victory at Yorktown marked the end of America's war for independence from Britain. In 1783, the Treaty of Paris officially ended the war. The King of England now recognized the colonies as free and independent states. The United States of America was born.